Hola tribe. So today is a vlog and kind of nervous about this one. I've been sitting with information for a while now that I've been processing and filtering, and if you've seen any of my most recent videos, you know that as I said, I went through a recent crash of faith, which is something that is like completely unheard of for me. I am like, those that know me know that I have been a faithful servant, and without having to work within a structural confines of a religious belief system is the best way of saying it, right? So being on mission and helping people and being very present with spirit. And for the longest time, I would just say God, right? Just being God's faithful servant. And I have changed that up a lot because my perception of so many things have changed based off of the handlings. So let's start here. Let's start here because it just appeared for me. Something I had realized. On my journey, I would pray to God all the time. Like all the time. I've had conversations with God since I was a young child. And I could hear God back. And I would have very profound discussions with the Creator. We would take walks, we would talk, and I could hear conversations being stated back to me. And it's just always been my life. And something I realized in the most recent years, if that's going to keep, hold on one second, that's my door. I apologize for that. So something I've realized in the most recent years is that when I would speak with Creator, sorry. Hi. So when I would speak with Creator, I would get different results based off of the conversation. But really it wasn't the conversation, it was the vibration to which I was speaking. So if I was having a conversation with Creator and it was a place of desperation and need, it would create a specific result in the response. If I was coming from a heightened enlightened, it would create another different response. And so not that I'm saying there are many gods, which there may be. I'm not, please know that whatever I say in this video, I am not anchored to anything I'm saying. Know that in advance. That's why I'm so frightened of communicating what I'm going to communicate here, because people are going to, perceive me now through a different lens or judge me or whatever. And that's fine. Whatever. You can stick with me, not stick with me. I don't care. Just know it's a current state of reality for me and an awareness. So I would speak with Creator and get different results based off of where I was emotionally. Well, isn't that interesting? Because universal law would say that that's how it works. You create from the vibration to which you're resonating in. And I've spoken of that before, right? You create from where you resonate. Well, if I am speaking with Creator and Creator I'm speaking to a punishing Creator because I'm feeling punished at that moment in time, right? I feel like I'm being punished. So now I'm speaking to a punishing Creator. If I'm speaking to a Creator that is all loving, then I'm going to get an all loving response. Isn't that interesting? Isn't that interesting? So is the Creator, the all loving Creator, are you praying to an all loving Creator, or are you praying to the punishing Creator? That was a lot for me. And so I would realize that, holy shit, I've been praying and I'm speaking, like, whatever vibration to which I'm currently resonating at is the Creator's vibration to which I'm speaking to. I'm not speaking to the highest almighty, how do I say it now? The purest light, the highest version of Creator energy, something of that nature. So when I pray, I speak of, may this be the highest vibration to which I can connect to. Reason being is because I look to override my current vibration. If I myself am not at my highest state, then I still choose to speak with the highest version of Creator to gain access to the highest results that I may possibly achieve in that moment. Versus speaking to a vibration of said Creator that my ego is limited in its perception of speaking to, because I'm feeling X, Y, and Z, whatever that might be in that moment, right? So when speaking with Creator, it's something I've realized. I'm like, well, what version of Creator are you talking to? Are you speaking to the all-loving Creator, or are you speaking to the punishing Creator? It's interesting. So take note of that. That's something I've really noticed. Now, the other thing is what I've realized is that that's the case, because what I've noticed too is something in my journey made me realize, or at least this current level of perception, forgive me, now this is where it gets a little touchy for some people, that I believe that God and the devil are one. Why not, right? If in that moment I'm believing my Creator is a punishing Creator, why isn't that not what the devil would do, right? Some sort of level of manipulation and punishing, right? So just change the perception a little bit and realize that what I've realized is that Christ and the Antichrist are the same. Christ and the Antichrist are the same, and God and the devil are the same, which then made me go into the feminine aspects of, well, isn't Madonna and the whore the same? It's one and the same. I mean, in the scriptures, they actually were both Mary, right? It was just the alter ego of Mary. One was the virgin and one was the whore, right? One was the mother and one was the wife. For those that don't know, Mary Magdalene was his wife at one point in time during the journey, and they have hidden scriptures in different countries that speak about all of that. So the Madonna and the whore are the same. Christ and the Antichrist are the same. And God and the devil are the same. No shit. At least my current level of awareness would tell me so. And so if that's the case, what I've noticed, this is interesting. So if God and the devil are the same, I have absolutely had conversations with the devil in moments that it's like I'm being tested, right? And it's still love. This is the crazy thing. It's all fucking love. Everything is fucking love. That's the test. That's the fucking test. Everything is love. The dark and the light. Christ and the Antichrist are both representations of love. God and the devil are both representations of love, and the whore and the mother or the Madonna are both representations of love. Boom. Right? So with that current level of awareness, with that current level of realization, I sit in this. So, okay, having a conversation and being tested by the devil, right? So the devil wants to love me. The devil actually, in fact, wants to keep me on my path, but he's testing me, and he does it in a malicious way. I get to choose. How much do I love myself and the path to which I'm on, right? So if I bite that apple, if I decide, oh no, well, I mean, I was talking to God, and in that moment, God, they said I could do this, even though everything inside of me told me that it was the wrong path to take. Then somebody, oh, I was tested by the devil. Well, fuck yeah, you were. But the devil is God, and God is the devil. Maybe that was God's way to see how much integrity you had to your own spiritual path and your own spiritual journey. If they are one and the same. I do not wish to believe that anything is other than love. With that being the truth, with that being my current truth, that everything is love. Because in the beginning, that's all there was. Why would there be anything other than love, right? Why would there be anything other than love? Everything is love. Everything is love. So if everything is love, then why would one be not the other? I do deem it all a little bit of a test to our own personal integrities and self-love. And so as I'm communicating this, I'm having a little bit of an inner dialogue or an inner conflict, we'll say. I'm having an inner conflict with a storyline of my life. And I'm looking at it from a place that I hadn't looked at it before of, okay, well, I was sitting in a place of resentment towards something or frustration towards something. Judging the way a person showed up. But it's all love. If it's all love, then there's no reason to judge what they did. It is too much to look at this moment and still stay focused here. It's a big one for me. So I will look at that in my own time. I have a nice drive coming up shortly, so I will sit in that energy and dissect where and what the love is in that situation, and can I have peace around how they showed up, realizing that it was all from a place of love. Even though, and it's for me, it's like the coyote energy, the coyote. Not that I don't love a good game, okay? Not that I don't enjoy a good, tomfoolery and fun. However, the coyote energy is one that really does annoy me because I'm so direct. I am such a direct being. I just can't understand and grasp why anyone would want to manipulate. However, I can see that somebody might manipulate in order for survival or to maybe to test another, but more of I think I can respect sustainability and being a coyote in order to sustain something, to maintain something, to keep integrity to something. I can respect that. However, utilizing coyote energy in order to manipulate and gain through access of greed, I have a difficulty with, which I've dealt with coyotes like that. And that I am not okay with. That is just unhealthy, imbalanced coyote energy. And so the same, but again, let's go into the shadows, right? So that's all it is, right? So if there's light, there is shadow. If there is, if there's dark, there is light. It's all the same. It's all the fucking same. So let's look at, if Christ and the Antichrist are the same, we talk of the fallen angel, right? And that is the Antichrist. If I'm, please forgive me, I'm not so great at my Bible scripture. I could be totally wrong in saying this. And if I am, please let me know, comment down below. I will clarify or relook at things because of that. And I would appreciate if I'm completely off on this, please tell me. So if Christ and the Antichrist, to my belief and my current level of awareness, tell me that they are the same being, that they are the shadow of each other. What I have said for a long time at this point in time, it's like, what I have found is there was like a break somewhere on some timeline of existence. The father and son energy went to battle. There was a power struggle, and neither one respected the other one's decisions. And in that break, one was sent in order to pay sins or separated from heaven and earth, you know what I mean? However, in order for that being to be sent here and stay in a contained, so the Antichrist to stay contained, the devil itself must have had to have been created from it, because, I mean, shit, if that split fucking happened, wouldn't that split God in two? I mean, that all-loving creator made a decision, hypothetically, made a decision to not fully love its own child, I say that's a lie. That's the lie. It's not about not loving their child. It's about denying their child. And, in that place of denial of child, to have, sent the child outwardly, leaving its home, its safety. Having done that, it's not love, but it will create it will create a split in the soul, right? The original soul's energy will now split and play a place of duality versus dance this integrated dance of acceptance, acceptance. So my hypothetical story is that the Father got angry at the Son and sent the Son out of the heavens. And in doing so, instead of dancing this dance of like, okay, well, I was mad for a hot minute and I, can now accept my child, it split the creator. And in order to, when that happened, now the devil is created. And so now there's a test. And so now God themselves have to see themselves from a darker light, right? So, the storyline goes that we were created in order for God to know itself, right? We were created so God could know itself. You are all a version of me. Go forward and discover who I am. Well, in the discovery of who I am, God realized it was something outside of what it had ever thought it was, because we expanded. We expanded to a level that God hadn't anticipated, hypothetically speaking. And in doing so, it broke God a little bit, or at least that's my current perception, because from what I'm witnessing, and this is what, I think I've had a lot of people say to me lately, like, God, they've never been so uncomfortable in all of their lives. The energy is so uncomfortable that they don't know which timeline of existence or which paths of, truth they're walking down. And I just had this discussion with someone last night. High vibing, extremely intuitive, conscious human being, blow my mind, and very conscious, very, very, very conscious person. And they were like, I haven't had this level of uncomfortability since I was a little child, and they have to be around the same age as me. So they're talking like 10 years old. We're talking like a long time ago, right? The last time they felt this uncomfortable in the energies. I'm not uncomfortable in the energies because I've been in it for so long. I'm the kind of soul that drinks a little bit of this and a little bit of that because I want to know what it is. I want to know truth. At the end of the day, truth resides. That's how I look at life. If everything is love,